Welcome back to ALW Collectibles. Today, we're doing a video reshoot from about a year ago when my audio died on several videos that I did not realize. I am very sorry about that. This was unfortunately one of the casualties, so today we are reshooting and taking a look at Transformers Collaborative crossover with the Ghostbusters. This being Ectotron. Very unique toy, awesome looking, 1980s franchise. Can't say enough about the movie. Thought it was phenomenal. Still watch it to this day. And, little side note with this, there is a comic that explains who, what, when, where, and how everything happened. And I'm ashamed to say it, I have not read that comic yet. Still, I have not read it. It is on my list. Having said that, we are taking a look at Ectotron the car, and Slimer himself, and a few other more surprises involved in this. And this is really cool looking set. I love it. Okay. 80s franchise. Can't say enough about it. We got Ectotron and you got your little green friend, the Slimer. He is a sort of almost translucent green, but he's not fully translucent. It is a beautiful likeness of Slimer. Hope that it comes across the camera pretty good. I'm going to set that aside. And we're going to take a look now at Ectotron himself. Just got to move the light out of my way before I bang into it. It's a little hard to see, I can tell you that, but I'm still working on lighting. It is a beautiful likeness of the car. Move it over here. What we have is this is a licensed General Motors custom 1959 Cadillac millimeter, aka a hearse. And it is really nice. It is based and designed off the original Ecto-1 car. And as you can see, they did a beautiful job rendering it on there, along with everything on the top of the car. So let's take a look at this. Pretty self-explanatory where everything's located on this thing. Got the Ghostbusters sign right here. You got silver going down the front of the hood. Ecto-1 on the license plate on the front. You can almost hear the sound the car makes as it drives by you. It does roll pretty nicely. You got the red fender in the back and all cast in white. So it really, really looks nice. He does come boxed in an old school box for Generation 1 style. Didn't think I was going to be reshooting the video. Oh, one of my hoses popped up. So I didn't take the box back out. One of my hoses don't want to stay put. This is an issue I had with mine from day one. Is after I transformed him, this hose here is supposed to be against the car here. And mine doesn't like to stay put. It always pops out. But that's supposed to be tucked in like that. So just to give it a heads up. Maybe it's just my model. My mold that I'm just doing something wrong. Could be. Very well could be. But yeah. So the toy for this was originally released July 8th, 2019. It was re-released again for Afterlife in 2021 with Muncher added. So it's pretty much the exact same toy, just with an extra piece. So you get two ghosts instead of one. And he comes packaged in his car mode. The reissue comes packaged in the robot mode. And I do have that here, and I'll be doing a preview on TikTok and Instagram for that. That'll be coming up. I will not be opening that for a review because we're doing this one. So let's take a look again. Nice detail work. And transformation for him is actually pretty simple. So we're going to jump right into that. So the first thing we're going to do, it's already started, so we're just going to unclip all these hoses. This piece right here is going to come off. So this is one of the accessories. This is the proton wand. Looks really cool. And nice detail work. All cast in black, though. There's the peg it uses to clip in. And he can hold it from down here. And this is Blast Effects compatible with the back, so we will put one on there when we just finish up. I just learned that fact recently, and I've had this since it came out. Second thing we're going to do is we're going to unplug this, and this whole assembly on the top, the black piece, is going to come up. You're going to tilt the back up and pull it back. And release that. And that is actually the proton pack. So this transforms too. What we're going to do is we're going to take this side piece, bring it down like that. We're going to come to the bottom. We're going to take the bottom piece, bring it up. This piece is going to lay flat like so. This is going to come up. It's on a double hinge. We're going to bring it up once. We're going to stop here because we're going to use that peg hole right here. Plug this in. And then we're going to close it. And this white piece is going to plug into that hole right there. Like so. And there is his proton pack. What's really cool is you can do this. Is it not going to let me do it this time? No, it's not going to let me do it. I thought you could do that. I was wrong. Oh, wait. Whoop. And this piece here plugs into the back of the wand. So you can actually store his proton wand on the proton pack. Like so. And this will come off. And the other accessory they mentioned is the hose here. So, really cool. And to make it look like the real Ghostbusters, we'll just have it aiming downward. So that's the proton pack, and we're going to set that aside in a minute. I mean, nice detail work. Beautifully designed. I wish there was a little bit more colors on there. Now we're coming to Ectotron himself. And the transformation for him is really easy. You're just going to slide that down here. First thing we're going to do is we're going to come to the side panels. From right here to here. We're just going to unlodge that. And we're going to do the same over here. You do got to pull it from underneath and be gentle. Don't pull on this piece because this can snap off. Like so. And that does have a double hinge underneath. So we're just going to move those panels out of the way. Come up and come up. Next we're going to come to the underneath. I'm going to pop the legs and loose. Like so. And I'm going to separate the leg. Like so. I'm going to take the back trunk. Can't see it this. We're going to take the trunk. We're going to bring the trunk out. And we're going to flip that down. Technically, you're supposed to open this up and slide them out all the way. And close. Because you can see how they come in. So you open that one, do the same thing. This whole cavity comes out. That cavity comes down. And there are his legs. Now he's starting to get a little tall, so we're going to do this. Next, we're just going to take these pieces here. We're just going to angle them back against so it sits like this. We're going to take the front of the car, separate it, and we're going to rotate it. We'll bring this down. We're going to push this piece, the windshield wiper is, I'm going to slide it down because it's going to have the wheel. And we're going to bring this over. It's kind of hard to see it. I'll try showing you again. Here, you'll see that little pin in the back. We unclip this piece gently. And then we slide this in. Like that. And we flip that over the top. Bring out his hands. I said bring out his hand. Then we open this and flip out his head. And there he is. There's Ectotron in robot mode. And I know I mistransformed his legs. Yeah, those are supposed to be down here. I brought those up way too high. I'm like, I know that ain't right. There we go. There is Ectotron in his robot form. And that looks really cool. Bring that back out. So he has a nice solid base to stand on. I think that looks really sharp. He combines Transformers with the Ghostbusters really, really nicely. Interesting part with this, he does share a lot of parts with Combiner Wars Hotspot and Onslaught, particularly the arm design here and the upper legs assembly is all comparative to them and have the exact same pieces. Having said that, let's take a closer look. Of course, you got your nameplate, Ectotron right here. He's done in the Ghostbuster uniform, but instead of being all gray, he's cast, of course, in white. You got the race dance goggles on the eyes. It's got silver mouth guard. And I love how the car splits right down the middle. So you got Ecto 1. You got your headlights here. Even splits down the middle of the symbol perfectly. Looks like he's got a belt on. White on the toes, I think, is a nice little touch. This piece, I wish you could really just like clip it in somewhere. It just sits loose. I love the red on the arms. That's a nice little touch. Ghostbuster symbols on the sides of his back. I love how the light bars just stay right where they are. You don't have to mess with them at all. Articulation, head will go all the way around and up and down, wiggle waggle. Shoulders, this whole assembly is part of the shoulder, but it does stop because of the way it's designed. In and out. Elbow and wrist, bicep. And he bends at the bicep too. Hand goes in and out. Nothing at the waist though. Really, really good front kick. Back kick stops heavily because of that. Will go out. You got thigh rotation. Knee bend. And that's a really nice designed knee because that really gives you some motion. Actually, I think that is supposed to be like that. I think I've had mine mistrans. No, I can't be. I'm seriously going to have to look that up. See, the thing is I looked it up when I transformed it, and I wasn't sure. So give me 2 seconds. I just want to make sure I'm doing it right. Yeah, I am. All right. So according to all the photos, those are supposed to be out like that. So those clip into place. All right. I've had mine mistransformed all this time. Alrighty. Adds a couple more inches to his height. So knee bend here. Thigh. And all he has for toe is that. It's very rare. I'll stop and double check, but I want to make sure I'm doing it right for everybody. Alrighty. So a quick little bio. Like you said, I haven't read the comics, so I pretty much gathered this off the internet. And a couple places I looked all had the same information, including his name, which is kind of weird. His real name is Erectromonius Diatom. I can't pronounce that. No way I can do that. So Ectronymous. Diamtron. Funny thing is, I actually had my wife help me do this pronunciation, and I still get it wrong, so I'm not going to try it. Is a theoretical physicist. Another show I love watching, Big Bang Theory. Theoretical physicist. From Cybertron, who was on the Ark that came to Earth. His nickname is Ectotron. And again, the comic explains everything about it. That much is said, because I didn't want to get too much into the detail. I just wanted to get the answer on who he was. My jabbering aside, so let's attach this to him. And this is just going to clip in right into the back. You'll see the peg hole here. And the way this is designed. You got that spot there. Okay, so now it's going to actually fight me. You got this bar, and that's what I'm trying to clip in on the top, like it should. And there we go. There is his proton pack attached to him. And of course we're going to give him his weapon. We unhook this. Not the whole pack. I think people stay to see how many times I can mess a video up. Because I don't like deleting things. If I make it really bad or I break something, I stop. But other than that, I don't. So let's bring it around to this side. It comes underneath. Right over the top of his forearm. And we plug that into his hand. And there he goes. He now has his weapon. See, I'm not a big fan of having it on this side anyway, so I'm going to do it the way I normally do it. I like it on this side coming from underneath. Like that. That's the side I like to put it on. And we have blast effects as I throw them. Let's see if it's right. Little heavy. Let's try a smaller one. There you go. Blast effects parts do fit on him. Combat Systems blast effects parts do work with him. I'm impressed. His posability is really good. Should we do it the other way around? There we go. Yeah. Now that looks really sharp in my opinion. But this has been... apparently, Slimer got the best of him. Alrighty. This has been ALW Collectibles. If you like what you see, please hit the like button, subscribe if you wish. Comments are always welcome. I want to say thank you to all my channel members and subscribers. I do appreciate it. Many more videos heading your way, including a video soon for The Last of Us. Another 2-pack set. That'll be a fun one. I'm going to get ready for another video. And Ectotron is going to go bust himself some cybernetic ghosts. You have a good day.